Hey guys, it's Nicole and welcome to Nicole Does Disney. This is going to be a new YouTube channel where I pretty much just talk about all things Disney. I'm going to make like Disney planning videos, Disney informational videos, and just like fun Disney videos about things that I love in Disney World. And that brings me to today's video, which is going to be my favorite things to do in Magic Kingdom. I do want to apologize because this is a super spur of the moment thing. I just decided today that I want to make a YouTube channel. So I'm filming in my bedroom. There's no backdrop. There's no fancy lighting. I'm just sitting in front of the window with my iPhone and I can't stop looking at myself instead of the camera. So I'm so sorry if I continue to do that. I'm going to do everything I can to try and stop. So I'm going to split this into a couple of categories. We're going to have places to eat, places to shop, rides, and extras, which are just like things that I don't really think fit into any of those categories. I don't know. So the first category we're going to go through is places to eat. So my first favorite place to eat in Disney is Be Our Guest. And honestly, if you've ever been to Be Our Guest, you know exactly why. It's a beautiful restaurant. Everything in there is just so gorgeous. And I like to go for breakfast. So you'll order an entree and your table will get a plate of pastries to share. And it's just such a good amount of food for the price that you're paying, which I think most of the meals there are $29. So it's a little pricey for breakfast if you don't have the dining plan. But if you do have the dining plan, then it is a great quick service credit, like amazing. And so I really like to eat there. I've been there to eat on my birthday twice, and I've loved it so much both times. 10 out of 10 would recommend. So that's definitely the first place. The next place I really like to eat is actually Casey's Corner. It's just a little hot dog shop. They have these foot-long hot dogs. And you can get like a chili dog, or you can get like mac and cheese on top, and they come with fries, and it's just so good. And it's another one of those that's just really, you get a decent amount of food for your money. And with quick service meals, I feel like that's like the main thing that a lot of people look for is, am I getting enough food for the money I'm paying? Because Disney food is pricey, okay? So I love to go to Casey's. I just think it's so good. Another place that I like to eat, this is just for snacks, but I love going to Sunshine Tree Terrace, and it's just a little like kiosk. I think it's over by Adventureland, like coming out of Adventureland kind of, but it has the citrus swirl. The citrus swirl! And so if you haven't had a citrus swirl, it's basically frozen orange juice mixed with vanilla soft serve ice cream. It's kind of got like Dole Whip vibes, but orange flavored. It's really like orange creamsicle-y, and it is just so good. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love a good Dole Whip, but the citrus swirl is just so good, and it's so refreshing. So, and then the last place that I like to eat is at Gaston's Tavern, and I like to go there and get the giant cinnamon roll because I love cinnamon rolls. I did not have one the last time I went, and I was pretty upset, but I did get cinnamon rolls at the resort, so I wasn't cinnamon roll. So the next category we're going to move on to is places to shop in Magic Kingdom. And of course, everybody loves the Emporium. I could spend probably 4 hours in the Emporium if I wanted to, just going back and forth through all the different little shops and looking for things to buy, and they just have so much. But it is not my favorite place to shop in the Magic Kingdom, believe it or not. So one of my favorite places in the Magic Kingdom is Big Top Souvenirs. I think that they genuinely have better stuff in there than the Emporium. I can go in Big Top and find almost anything that I want, and they usually have cuter stuff in there than the Emporium, and plus they also have food. And that's also one of the places that you can go to get like your Mickey hats embroidered. So that's cool too. And then the other place that I really like to go into every time I'm there is the Bonjour Village Gifts. And it's right over there in that little nook by Gaston's Tavern. And they have a lot of like kitchen stuff in there. Like all those kitchen sets that you find online with like the plates and the teacups and all that, that stuff you're gonna find in there. And it's like a little bit nicer sometimes than the stuff that you find in the Emporium. So now we're gonna go on to rides. I feel like rides are everybody's favorite, but rightfully so. Obviously the top of my list is gonna be Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Splash Mountain, Space Mountain. They are so fun. They are all so fun. And I do want to do an honorable mention for Thunder Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, whatever. That was the first roller coaster I ever rode in my life. And it is really fun. It is a blast. But sometimes I get injured on that ride. So sometimes like I'm not super upset if we have to skip it, but I do really love that ride. So next is going to be the Haunted Mansion. I love riding the Haunted Mansion. First of all, the queue is so fun. All of the interactive stuff in the queue. And of course the stretching room. Who doesn't love the stretching room? But it's such a fun dark ride. It's interesting, it's spooky, and it's nice to just sit down and relax in a dark ride, air conditioned, and what better place to do it than in the Haunted Mansion? Honestly, it's such a Disney classic. I just love riding the Haunted Mansion. So the last ride that I have to talk about is the Mad Tea Party. Who doesn't love to ride the teacups when they go to Disney World? Seriously, I just have such a blast every time. I've never not been like cracking up on the teacups. The last time I went, Andrew and I were laughing so hard. It's just such a blast. And just like the Haunted Mansion, it's just another Disney classic that it's just so hard to pass it up unless you feel sick. Don't get on there if you feel sick. That's the last of the rides. So we'll move on. So the next and last category that I have is the extra stuff that I love to do that just didn't really fit into a category, or I didn't know what to call it. So the first thing in this category is going to be watching the Festival of Fantasy Parade. It is so good and it is so fun. I love the Festival of Fantasy Parade, and it is hard to sit out in that hot sun and just sit there and watch a parade, but it is so worth it because this parade is so good. The dancers will come down the streets with the floats and they are dancing with you and interacting with you, and the kids just love it and they think that it's the best thing that's ever happened to them because it is. The next thing that I really like to do in Magic Kingdom, I actually didn't get to do the last time I was there, and that is mailing a postcard home from inside Magic Kingdom. They have a little mailbox in the Magic Kingdom, and the mailman will just come and take it away and send it out in the post. But it is just so cute and it's so fun, and it's a really cute picture opportunity to get a picture of you like dropping it in. Another thing I like to do in the Magic Kingdom is buy my ears. And I make sure to buy at least a pair of ears every time I go to Disney because I feel like that's like the big souvenir that I get. And it's kind of becoming like a little collection, you know? So I really like to do that in Magic Kingdom because it's just so magical to go in there and be by the castle and get to throw your ears on straight out of the Emporium or wherever you buy them. And so I really like to do that in Magic Kingdom. Of course, this past trip I went on, I did not do that because I waited too long and I thought I was going to find ears that I wanted, and I ended up going with the Arendelle Aqua ears because they're beautiful. But I ended up getting those at the resort gift shop on the day we were leaving. So I almost missed out on getting ears. I would have been so upset. Not the biggest problem, I know, but still. Yeah, so I like to buy my ears in Magic Kingdom just to make it magical. So the last thing I like to do when I'm in Magic Kingdom is I like to go get ice cream at the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor and watch the fireworks at the end of the night. So the line is always so long, but it's so worth it to keep this tradition going. I love going in there and getting just a scoop ice cream cone with the little Mickey Mouse ears. You can request them on there even if you're not getting a kid's cone. And then just eating them and watching the fireworks. And it's just so magical. And every time I watch the fireworks, I'm like a crying little baby. So it's just nice to have that tradition where we go and get the ice cream and then watch the fireworks. And it's a perfect way to end your night, have a little treat, watch the fireworks, and then shimmy on down Main Street home with the rest of the people that are there. So that's pretty much it. That's all of the stuff, almost all of the stuff that I love to do every single time I go to Magic Kingdom. I'm sure I forgot something. But if there's anything that I missed, anything that you guys love to do that I didn't say, or anything that you agree with me on, leave it in the comments below. Tell me your favorite things to do in Magic Kingdom, and maybe if I haven't done them yet, I'll try them. Or all right, so if you guys liked this video, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to my channel, do all that fun stuff. It was super fun making a YouTube video. I've never done it before. This is my first. I feel so awkward and weird, but it was a blast and I want to keep doing it. And I just love talking about Disney and teaching people about Disney and how to plan to go to Disney. So that's pretty much the goal for this channel. So if that's the stuff you're into, subscribe. We can become friends. All right, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.